Hello parents, I am Mrs. Michael and I want to welcome you to my virtual chemistry class this semester. At this point, your students should have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in my class. The entire first module they just completed was all about the course setup, how to navigate Canvas, what my expectations are, due dates, all of that. But just because they know doesn't mean you know. So what I'm hoping to do in this video is give you all as parents an idea of what to expect from me, from my class, and from your child this semester. So let's dive in. First of all, class structure. This should be pretty simple. The way that I have my class set up, your students should be working on chemistry every day, Monday through Friday. My modules are set up on a 5-day rotation, essentially, so that every unit that they do virtually, they will start on Monday and finish on Friday. Now, the one exception to that is I do have some units that are 2 weeks, and they will start one Monday and finish the following Friday. But even in the 2-week units, I have them chunked a week at a time. So let me show you a little bit more specifically about what I mean. This is a unit we'll be starting in a couple weeks on property and changes of matter. Every unit of mine is formatted exactly the same, every module. There's always an overview, tells them the objectives, tells them what to expect, and then they have their work. So Monday for them, they will watch this video. It's a learning day. Tuesday, they have an assignment to do. Wednesday, they'll watch another learning video. Thursday, they have an assignment to do, and then Friday, they will take an assessment on that entire unit. There's also always an optional assignment that they can plug in whenever they like, that usually just goes a little deeper into topics that are within that unit. Now, here's what's great about this setup, at least in my opinion. First of all, these videos are me. So they are going to be watching videos of me presenting the same information I will be presenting in class. So they are not getting any difference in lecture. They're getting the same dumb jokes as the people that are hybrid. The other thing that's great is they have some flexibility within this module. While I do set the units up for them to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I understand that they have responsibilities outside my class. A lot of them are trying to juggle some family responsibilities and other classes that may be difficult. So while I will not unlock more than one module at a time, okay, only one module is open, they can work ahead within that module. So if your student really prefers to just buckle down and get their work done, they could absolutely watch the learning video on Monday and do the assignment immediately after. They could then log on Tuesday, watch the learning video, do the assignment, and take the assessment, and be done with chemistry for the rest of the week. That is absolutely an option for them. They don't have to. They are welcome to space it out. It really just lets them meet their own needs and kind of work the class within their other, life priorities. Now, the 2-week units follow the exact same format, except like I said, it's done in 2 weeks. So for this unit, which will actually start on Monday, February 1st, they'll have a learning video to watch Monday and an assignment on Tuesday, a learning video Wednesday, an assignment on Thursday. Now that first Friday, I'm not going to give them an assessment because they're only halfway through the unit, so they'll just have another assignment. The following week, the pattern repeats. Learning video assignment, assessment. So by having the same exact pattern through each module, I'm hoping it will become very easy for them to stay on track and for you as parents to know what they should be doing. Now here's where things get a little bit complicated and set up the potential for our wonderful students to procrastinate. The due dates. The due dates for my assignment are always the week following when it was assigned, and they are always Friday at 8 a.m. unless it happens to be spring break or an altered schedule. So for example, a unit that they should have been doing this first week of school is actually not due until next Friday at 8 a.m. The reason that due date is set up that way is because I have one due date for all of my hybrid and virtual learners. So it allows everybody enough time, and that's what's key. If they save their work until the Thursday night before the due date, they have no opportunity to ask questions. They have no opportunity to do corrections, and they have no opportunity if technological issues arise. So it is vital that they not wait until the night before because my deadline is firm. My work is due at 8 a.m. Friday. There is no late work accepted. If they submit an assignment at 8:05, it will be a 0. Okay, so that's a big life learning responsibility lesson for them. Now, I'm not completely unfeeling here. They do have the opportunity to request an extension, but extensions must be requested Thursday at 3 p.m., before Thursday at 3 p.m., the day before that 8 a.m. due date. The reason that's there is to really let them take charge of their own education. You know, sometimes we have bad weeks. So if they're having a rough week, they can simply email me and say, hey, I need an extension. No problem, it will be granted. If they keep requesting extensions week after week, we'll need to have a deeper conversation. But that wiggle room is there. The reason there's a deadline for extensions is because I don't want them waiting until 4 a.m. of the due date and then realizing they don't have enough time. So it is vital, especially for virtual students, to not wait for those due dates, but to stay on the right pace. Brings me to my next point. How do they know what the right pace is? Because being at home can be overwhelming. So one of the things I have done, if you look at the top of my Canvas, I have what's called the Working Dates Calendar. If you click on it, there are different tabs for virtual students and blended students. For the virtual students, here is their working date calendar. This is what they should be doing on each day. So Tuesday, January 26th, they should have been watching this video. This is their assignment they should have done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, on February 1st, this is what they should be doing. There's their assignment for Tuesday. And as I mentioned, they can work ahead. But if they stay on this pace, they are allowing themselves to have time to ask questions. If they do get confused, which is understandable, to reach out, to let me help them, because corrections are still due by the original due date. Even if you're confused, your work is still due by that original due date. Because the due date is so generously put, they should have time for all of that. So if you know that your student struggles to stay on track, or if you know your student as a virtual student struggles to know what should I be doing because all my classes are different, please, please, please direct them to this calendar. I think this will really help them know this is my to-do list for the day in chemistry, and hopefully keep them on track to really have a lot of success. Now, for the record, the calendar is actually done for the rest of the semester. If we happen to have snow days that are not virtual learning days, I will obviously need to make some adjustments, but it gives them a really good idea going forward what they have to look forward to as we kind of finish this semester. Other things, what do I need from your student? There are 3 main things they should be doing for me every day. They need to check their email. Even if they work ahead and get their work done, they need to log in and check their email every day that they're working, every Monday through Friday. They also need to be checking class announcements. Lots of times I put hints, helpful videos, and things like that in there. And the other thing they need to check, which may be different from other classes, is the recent feedback section. If I change my Canvas that you're looking at to what a student would see, this is the student view, there is a to-do list over here. Now, sometimes it's at the bottom. The to-do list is awful. Please don't look at it. It only lists things by due date, and so if they just focus on the to-do list, they are always going to be a week behind. But beneath it, if I have left them a comment, it will show up as a section called Recent Feedback. That's where I suggest that they fix something, retake something, redo something. That's where I'm going to try to push them to do some corrections, to try things again. So it's very important they keep an eye out for that recent feedback each day so they know if they need to do or if they can do any corrections to keep them with a good, solid grade in my course. Now, what else do you need to know? Communication. Please, please, please encourage them to email me at any time. I ran into some trouble last semester with virtual students not wanting to email me because they were afraid they were bothering me. Trust me when I say it is not bothering me one bit. I love hearing from them. I want to know when they're confused. I would love it if they just sent me random memes. That would be fantastic. But please encourage them to communicate. If they send an email at 2 a.m., they will not wake me up. I've learned my notifications are turned off. But I'd prefer them to send it whenever they have a question, and that way I can get back to them as soon as I'm able to, and they won't forget, and there will be less of a lag in between us chatting. That applies to you as parents as well. Please email me with any questions or concerns you have. If you'd rather me use a different email address than the one I'm using right now, please let me know. That's an easy change for me to make. The other thing you should know is, how do you keep track of grades? I am pretty obsessive about grading things as quickly as I can. I'll admit it's a weakness, but I know it helps as parents. And the Canvas gradebook is not what you want to look at. The Canvas gradebook does not show everything. There's a lot of things that I have to hand grade. So definitely keep an eye on Infinite Campus. Infinite Campus will show you your updated grades for the child, and I try to put comments in there as needed if I'm waiting for corrections and things like that. So final grades will always be in Infinite Campus for different assignments, so you can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. That's really what you need to know. So please stay in touch with me moving forward. I know this is a challenge. I'm a parent. I have a 6th grader, so helping him navigate, I know what a lot of you struggle with, just with kind of wrapping our brains around this new way of doing things. It is not easy, but I think the lessons that our kids are going to learn from this are going to make them so much stronger students, and they're going to really help them succeed in college. And I'm really excited that they're getting a chance to take more ownership of their education and be more independent, even though it's definitely a difficult process along the way. If there's anything I can do, if there's any questions I can answer, reach out. There is a way, by the way, for you to become an observer in Canvas so that you can follow along and see what's happening. If you're interested in that, reach out, let me know, and I'll send you a link to a tutorial video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon, hopefully.